Peace and love, YouTube. My goal today is to just show you a very chill video of me enchanting. Gonna be taking the easy way of enchanting today. I was running a couple alts. I've ran a total of 5 characters through the Valencia quest line. So I now have a plethora of plus 20 Failstack items. The Valk enchantment items. I'm just gonna throw these at my red nose and let's get this thing to TET, shall we? First, obviously, we're just gonna start by smashing it up until we get to a below 20% enchantment rate, right? We're at 70%, so I personally feel like that's a pretty good ratio. There's no reason to fail stack until it's under 20%. So let's just keep smashing it for a second. I'm not really worried about the fails because I've been waiting so long for my next piece of boss gear that I have an overabundance of memory fragments and ancient written scrolls. The only boss gear that I've leveled previous to this has been Makazarka. So we're just spamming these 20s just to get these easy levels, man. There's no reason for me to really actually fail stack when I have an overabundance of these 20 stack Valk enchantments, and I'm gonna have to run more Valencia quest line in order to get more 50 stacks. So there's no real reason for me to actually keep these laying around. Might as well use them. The enchantment process was pretty simple until I got to plus 10. This is the first level where I actually started to have a small amount of difficulty. I got 5 fails, so I figured let me stop there and let me go repair. Switch to another character, and I actually do end up using a bit of artisans. I just spent $25 in the game and bought about 50 artisans or whatever. For me, the only thing really worth it to buy in the cash shop is artisans. There's not much else that you can buy. Buying costumes with real money is not worth it. I 100% recommend that if you're gonna get cronstones, that you actually just buy them with in-game money. It's much easier. But the one thing I do spend money on is artisans. It's definitely 100% worth it for convenience. I have enough memory fragments, but I work, I make a lot of money. I make, over $30 an hour. So what's $25 in a game that I support, right? After the $25 that I spent today, I would say in total, I'll probably spend an cumulative of about $150, and I'm at 503 Gearscore. To be honest, it's completely optional for you to spend that money. However, I will say that there were some things that I bought as far as like pets that help me to obtain money. Pets are like pretty much, they're necessary, right? Tier 3 pets are necessary. Artisans are optional but very helpful. The ghillie that I bought is optional but very helpful considering I'm a PvPer and the ghillie hides your name. I cannot be targeted. Like, if people see my name, they're just gonna target me every time. Like, oh, it's Conkers. Like, no, dude, I'm not gonna have that. So there's some things that I bought in this game that they're very useful, not necessary. But like I said, I'm at a total of like $150, and I'm at an in-game gear score. I would say I'm doing very well as far as RNG goes. So I'm going to actually zoom in here, that way for those that don't know, 14 to 15 is best used with pure magical black stones. Those are the gold black stones that you see me getting 14 to 15 one tap with, right? 14 to 15 is the hardest level. Highly recommend you to use these pure magical black stones. You can get them from world bosses. Now after plus 15, you got Pride to Try or Pride to TET. This is where shit gets fun, right? Most people fail. I don't believe in that. I have faith So I 2-tap it. Then obviously, you know, I go and repair it because the durability is getting pretty low through all those enchantments. Those are the last of that $25 worth of artisans. I do not want to use more. It's just not necessary. I still have an abundance of memory fragments, so it's just really not necessary. Now this next stack was a 30 stack plus 3 fails plus 2 Valks added to it to equal a 35 stack. This fail stack was built using Valks just like all the others and a couple failed accessories. And if you don't call me the one-tap god after this, you will after the next one. Here I am, back to Failstacking. I built a 40 using a 30 from the Valencia quest line plus 10 Valks from a broken down costume. This is a 40 stack, and this is what gets me to try. And I hopped up out the bed with some cronstones. Real shit though. You'll see me breaking down these lawn costumes that I completely 100% bought off the marketplace. I did not swipe for these. I don't care how many you accuse me of being pay to win. This was all farmed through hard work and fucking dedication in the game, okay? Been running guild quests. I've been farming rogues. I've been farming helms. I've been farming gahas. This was all money obtained through in-game. I sniped them off the marketplace, took down a few of my boss pre-orders. Now you'll see me breaking them down for crons. The reason I have so many is because this is my first true boss gear enchantment outside of Zarka, and I do not want to fail. So I made sure that I had enough materials before, that way I could plan for the worst and I wouldn't be disappointed. I actually sold my TET Grunil piece for about 250 mil, so I have no choice but to get my red nose to TET. I have no choice.
3 hours later.
Still on that 40 stack. Pull out my armor, pull out the crons, tap the enchantment button. 1 tap. 2 tap on your head top. Oh shit. Now I had to switch characters. I'm back on my main. Missing my chest piece. Obviously I told you I sold it. This is the last tap that I need to get this thing TET. So I use a 50 stack from the end of the Valencia quest line, and I add 10 Valks to it from the costumes that I bought, and 1 tap on your head top, boy.
Bitch, sit down.
Alright, so we're not done yet. I use the same method here. I had 1 more 50 stack from another level 55 alt I ran through the Valencia quest line. So I'm scrolling through my armor pieces to see which one is going to be the best for me to break down for Valks. I choose the weapon, break it down for 12 Valks. I only need 10, right? So I pop the 50 stack, then I pop 10 Valks, and we're going to repeat the same process. Enchanting is a process, right? 60 stack, the same as last time. 50 plus 10. Pull out the awakening weapon. Slap on the crons. 1 tap on your head top, boy. And there you have it. Any comments and questions? Drop them below. Peace and love.